Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm, in our A through Z playthrough, we're going to be playing D.va, the destroyer herself, the girl in the robot who shoots a lot of guns, and we're gonna have some fun because this character is still really stupidly strong, and I am happy about that. So, it's a YouTube video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out, and if you like the channel, you want to support it, feel free to share it wherever you do your sharing. This is Hanamura Temple, and the team comps today are going to be Anubarak, Kel'Thuzad, Murky, D.va, Karazim versus Abathur, Sonya, Zagara, Rhaegar, and etc. Now, looking at those two team comps, only one team, I mean, really has a full comp. I think Abathur and Murky are going to have a lot of fun together, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to lead into any huge explosive team fights. The enemy team thinks that they're going really smart stuff up here at the top lane with all these people and the Zagara, but I don't know if they realize that we don't much care. I believe the enemy team was a stack in this game too, and a Smurf stack at that, so it kind of feels really good to walk up here and just show them my balls. At the same time, I am queued up duo with one of my friends, so maybe I deserve a little bit of what was matched together, but we'll find out. If you're not familiar with D.va, I will just go ahead and give you the build right now. This time around, we're taking full metal just because it is Hanamura Temple, and there's going to be a lot of clumped up team fighting. Then we're going to take Rushdown at 4, 7 will be Get on the Point, 10 is going to be Micro Missiles, 13 is going to be Good to Go, 16 will be Emergency Shielding, or actually I think it's In for the Kill for this round because I was testing. And then 20 is going to be the Timing Attack. So we can talk about those talents all day long because there is stuff and things that go into them, mainly because D.va's been reworked very recently. Not very recently, maybe within like the past 6 to 7 months, I think. But anyway, D.va's abilities themselves are twofold. You get a set when you are in mech form, and then you get a set when you are in pilot form. So your Q in mech form is going to be your boosters. This is just going to be a button you hit, get a whole bunch of move speed, and then you start launching towards whichever place that you're clicking, obviously, because that's how move speed works. And then anybody that you collide with while you're using your boosters is going to take damage and be knocked away. You can also cancel the boosters early, which is a thing some people want to do. Sometimes you need to cancel the boosters so you can get in body block, because you are enormous with D.va. Your hitbox is extra large. Are we going to get that Zagara? It looks like she is down, and I'm still just cleaning up minion waves at this point, trying to turn off some damage, leading me into our W. It's called Defense Matrix. Project a defensive field, and that is going to be retargetable with D.va's rework. And whoever is going to be hit by this is going to drop their damage by 50%. So, the damage dealt to the mech from enemies within defensive matrix is going to grant the same amount of self-destruct charge. I don't know if that means double or if that just means as much as it would. Oh no, because you're reducing the damage. I see. So they're saying if you're reducing someone's damage by 50%, that damage is still going to give you the same amount of self-destruct charge that it would if they were hitting you at 100%, which is your E, your self-destruct. Eject from the mech, setting it to self-destruct. It's going to sit there in a spot and is going to eventually explode after, how much? 4 seconds. And it's going to deal a lot of damage, deals more damage towards the center, obviously, and the way that we charge this up is by basic attacking. So we get 1% for every 2 seconds spent basic attacking and 25% charge per 100% of mech health damage lost. So every time you lose a full health bar on the mech in damage, you are going to get 25% of a charge. My mustache is stabbing me in the lip, and it's really distracting. Oh my god. Anyway, your ultimates with D.va are both really cool, but typically you're only going to see the micro missiles because it's the only one that really does any damage and helps D.va kind of be the backline terror that she is. Unfortunately, Bunny Hop is just, it's a frontline ability, and it is, the stun is a little bit short for it to be widely used. Even though it's my favorite of the two, and I love using it, it's just not going to be an ult that is super useful super often. So, but anyway, Micro Missiles is going to launch a volley of a whole bunch of fucking missiles, which do a lot of damage, I'm finding out. And they are going to slow by 35% for 2 seconds. You get 2 charges of this ability, and the charges in between have a 5-second cooldown. So whenever we make it to level 10, I can show you the missiles, but they are very, very, very strong, especially coupled with the fact that D.va can just stand on top of people, shove them into a corner with her huge body, and then missile them into oblivion. It's really dumb how good it is. But the Bunny Hop still holds a solid place in my heart because the level 20 upgrade is in fucking believably fun, and the ult itself is just super fun too. Blowing our self-destruct charge there to make sure that we can steal back the camp, get some more XP, make sure that we stay ahead of the Abathur comp by a full level right now, because they are not doing a good job keeping up those XP bars. Fantastic stuff for us. Truly, truly fantastic. So, the final portion of D.va's kit is her trait, which is basically mech mode and fusion cannons. And if you aren't aware by now, D.va does not have a mount. She can shoot while moving, and it used to be that she would move at 80% move speed all the time, but now it's that she moves at 100% move speed, but it slows when she starts auto-attacking, which is a very strong compromise, I think, because it lets D.va be not such a sluggish robot fucker, and lets her do some damage in team fights while also kind of balancing out all the damage that she can do. So, that being said, fusion cannons, the thing, our auto attack you've been seeing, they're going to deal 33 damage in a large area over, or every 0.25 seconds, and then we're going to deal 50% bonus damage to enemies that are basically in melee range. You can see the indicator if the, there you go. It's a big rectangle, the area that she's shooting in, but the one closer to her, you can see the little cutoff line there, is where you're going to deal all the extra damage. That's why you see it in all the crit kickers and all this stupid high auto attack damage. 51 damage every 0.25 seconds seems pretty nuts. So when D.va's mech dies after 0.5 or 0.75 seconds, she pops out in pilot form, and it's reduced XP when you kill her, but I believe that the mech also gives people XP. Oh god, how many times have I died in the mech so far? None. Okay, so we can't even tell. I want to say it's 0.25 or 0.75 XP worth. No, heroes worth of XP when you kill the mech, and then apparently it's only 50% when you kill D.va. So it's got to be 0.75, right? Because if she dies in both, you give 1.25 away. Which is good to remember. You don't want to be feeding your robot into the enemy team, because that's free as fuck XP for them. Ooh, the cleanse just getting that KTZ ultimate, but at the same time it doesn't really matter because everything else on our team is going fantastically, turning that fight nice and quick. Zagara did not feel like picking her ult during that whole thing, and here we are. What did Abathur take? He did take evolution, so he knows what he's... I think he knows what he's doing, but anyway, to the talents themselves, D.va has a lot of opportunity these days to pick different stuff, but there is a build for her as an offlaner that's more focused on wave clear and mobility and just kind of being a nuisance, which is what a lot of bruisers I think do. And then if you are... Oof, blocked it with a bunch of roaches. My micro missiles got eaten by roaches. Big KTZ ult finally, the ancestral heal going down on the Sonya, keeping her alive. The clone is going to kill me chasing the KTZ, but I think he's fine. We'll try to save him. Okay, I don't think he's actually going to be fine. you gotta walk away. You gotta walk away, buddy. There we go. The clone finally dies. And Uberak in the middle of the enemy team, trying to be as distracting as he can. Now we need to leave. It's time to go. Even though we have the talent tier advantage, KTZ had to go all the way back, so the numbers are basically the same here unless Murky continues to slime up the enemy team. Now, the only reason that we have a full set of talents in pilot mode is because of our level 13 talent good to go, but in taking that, ooh, that is a 3-man mosh pit, and we just lost our healer. Looks like KTZ is going to get a huge combo, though. Can we kill these two? No. The answer is negatory. They are going to get away unless Sonya just stands here and eats all the damage. Nope. Nailed it. Murky got the slime. So we traded 1 for 2. Could have been better, could have been worse. Good thing it wasn't. But the other abilities that we get with good to go are going to be a dash, short dash called Torpedo Dash with our Q, and then Concussive Pulse is going to be a knockback on our W. Both of these abilities super strong. Having full set of abilities on Pilot D.va is very, very good, but I think other people also take Pew 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 so you can get back into mech form faster if you ever lose it, not on purpose. So Pew 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 is going to give you more instances of your ultimate when you are in pilot form, which you get from level 1. It's called Big Shot. And basically it is a huge 4-second line skill shot. I can't do anything, Murky. It's just you, buddy. See you later. I didn't have a self-destruct charge ready and I need to get away. I'm at 96 right now on my E. And unless, okay, I want to shoot at people, but there's only so much that we can do here. Gonna get some lifesteal back with that level 1 talent. Can we put it down to block the escape? Nice. Don't walk back in, buddy. No, don't. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. He made it. Whew. People click in really awkward directions sometimes. But, we're good. Everything worked out better than expected. I just had to use my self-destruct bomb, and that's a little unfortunate. But Big Shot is going to deal 270 damage to all enemies in a line. Heroes hit have their movement speed slowed by 25%, and then it's going to reduce the cooldown of mech by 5 seconds. Not only that, but D.va's auto attacks in mech or pilot form reduce the mech form cooldown as well. So if you get the mech killed without using your self-destruct, it is going to go on cooldown, and then you get it back up with your auto attacks and your Big Shot. It's what is it? It doesn't tell you. Okay, well that's fine. Maybe I'll die eventually with the. I have died one time. 0.5% XP on the robot. So both of them do 0.5. It amounts to a full kill if you kill both of them. Makes sense. Pure logic. Understandable. Have a nice day. So the talent, finally, that we can talk about. I took Full Metal at level 1 because turns out all the lifesteal that you can get with this ability is insanely big. Not only that, oh my god, all the fucking mines in the bush. It just had to be the Abathur of Abathurs. That's a quick match special, if you're not aware. But Full Metal is going to give you a fuck ton of lifesteal on minions, heroes, whatever, when you're hitting them with your big boy fusion cannons. So she's going to get 10% increased health on top of that, which is just a passive bonus. Ooh! Damn. She's just getting out of everything. There was a cleanse, there was an ancestral, there was so much CC, and it looks like that is a 4-man mosh pit. Anubarak feeling really confident that he could chase down the Zagara and kill her, and didn't. But we're trading 2 for 2 right now. Can we make it 3 for 2? Doesn't look like it. Murky's going to go under the fort. We do have the Samurai here. KTZ doing a fantastic job staying out of danger while ripping a whole bunch of combos. I don't want to go anywhere near that because I don't want to lose my mech at 96%, 97% charge. Gotta stay away. Okay, there we go. We can get some health back off of him finally while he's CC'd and the clone is down. We're still at 99% charge for our self-destruct. My god. So 10% increased health. The mech. So you get 10% bonus maximum health with the mech. And the fusion cannons are going to heal for 20% of the damage dealt to enemies inside the bonus area. So, That is a stupid amount of healing considering that it is an AoE ability, basically. You can get a lot of healing from minions. You can get a lot of healing from clumped up enemies. You can get a lot of healing basically everywhere. It's just a really strong lifesteal talent. The other thing I typically would take here is liquid cooling. And then pro moves is also incredibly good when you're playing into characters who hit a lot. So if you have a Tychus or a Tracer on the enemy team, pro moves is incredibly strong against them, but not super good outside of those cases. So remember that if you're ever having to draft D.Va or build around the enemy team. That's 2 people caught in the maw. Looks like, ooh, the Locust Swarm is going for Anubarak. He is trying to kill Zagara yet again. ETC gonna eat a huge root to the face, and I am just trying to body block forward, but it doesn't look like the rest of my team is here to help get these kills, so that's okay. Still got the Sonya and the Zagara dead. Maybe the Rhaegar goes down as well, and Anubarak just takes his hands off his keyboard, says, I'm fine, or maybe the batteries in his mouse died, who knows. That happens to people sometimes, apparently. Rushdowns, your level 4 talent. Boosters are going to deal 2% max health as damage to heroes and heal D.Va for the damage dealt in mech form. In mech form. Most of these talents are mech form. Boosters are going to deal 70% increased damage to non-heroic enemies, which means that wave clear is a lot easier for D.Va with this talent. So you just use your Q, you blast a wave, you use your auto attacks, and it's dead. It's really good. Makes D.Va really good at soaking. Your level 7 get on the point casting boosters grants a 20% move speed to allies when we do it, and then if D.Va has not taken damage in the last 3 seconds, boosters cooldown is going to refresh 100% faster. It's crazy. All that 7-sided damage, I can't believe she lived. She had to pop all of her defensive abilities, and Rhaegar just barely keeping her alive. I don't want Zagara to do any damage to my KT, but this may actually kill me. I got the mecha explosion, and it just wasn't enough. Trying to get around. Okay, so what happened there was me trying to knock back the Sonya, and she got stuck on the wall. So for some reason, I died because the game was like, we're gonna take this much distance and make it this much distance. Perfect. Just trying to make some space, game. If you could just give me a break. I know I've been killing people all game, so I shouldn't be complaining. I've only died 1.5 times, and we've got most siege damage, most hero damage, and most XP soaked on our team. It's too good. I needed to be taken out, obviously. That's what the game was thinking. Murky down, can't even get the Octograb combo off. Unfortunate, but it is Murky, so no one really cares. But the other thing about Get on the Point is that it's just giving us a massive amount of mobility to travel around the map, rotate for ganks, rotate for soak, rotate for stuff. So definitely really strong ability there. Micro missiles we've already talked about. Good to go we've already talked about as well. In for the kill, casting boosters is going to give us a shield equal to 10% of our maximum life in mech form for 2.5 seconds. Ooh, not enough ancestral healing there to save him from the 7-sided strike and all the CC from the Kel'Thuzad. There is the ultimate, the Frost Blast, going to root ETC. No cleanse for him, but there are a billion people in the maw of the Zagara. There is the Octograb, finally sending the ETC to an early grave. Each enemy hero hit by boosters increases D.Va's mech's basic attack by 10% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So the more people that we hit with our Q, the more damage that we're going to do, which means the more lifesteal that we're going to get on our level 1. But ultimately, the shield for the 10% max health is really good too. It's kind of like getting the shield on the front end, and then emergency shielding is going to give you the shielding on the back end. And then the 20 is just the cooldown reduction for your missiles. We're going to get an extra charge, so there's 3 of them. And then anytime that they hit a hero, we're going to reduce the cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Which is just, you know, more missiles. Just shooting missiles all over the place is what D.Va does these days. It's really good at dealing damage. It's really good at holding people in place. It's really good at killing backline people, especially Zagara, since her hitbox is just like thick. But, yeah. 12 mercenary captures, I'll take it. Sure. Kel'Thuzad deserves the MVP, he did, a fantastic job not dying and CCing people into oblivion with this build. What did you do? Took Blighted Frost, Phylactery. Okay. This is a weird-ass build, but we were playing so well that he could do whatever he wanted to and was basically safe the entire time because we were paying attention to his frozen skelly buns and keeping him safe. So Full Metal at 1, Rush Down at 4, Get on the Point at 7, Micro Missiles at 10, Good to Go at 13, In for the Kill at 16, and then Timing Attack at level 20. That is it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. That is D.va the Destroyer in a nutshell. I will be back tomorrow. Deathwing, D.va, etc. etc. We go into the only E character in the entire game tomorrow. So I will see you there. Peace out and GG's.